And I feel like we did this in grade 9, and I know I say that a lot. I know you're thinking that I still don't remember it, but maybe it will come back to it. What is a polynomial? A polynomial is an expression of two or more than two algebraic terms. So 3x, x minus 2, 512, b power 5 plus 99w are all polynomials. A polynomial can have a constant, like 3, -20 and a half, variables such as x and y, which any letter will work, and exponents like the 2 and x to the power of 2. Last year we learned to name 3 types: a monomial, which has 1 term, binomial, which has 2, and trinomial, which would have 3. So when I look at my terms are separated by addition and subtraction, okay, including the sign. So this 3x squared would be where I start, the positive 5x is the second, and then that minus 3 is the third. Okay, so if you're ever trying to figure out how many terms, you look for where's the addition and subtraction, that's splitting it into 2. And if I have this, even though there's an x and a y, they're not split, so the term is 5xy. Now, we're going to get into factoring binomials, I think, to start, and then we get into trinomials. We're going to look at the numbers, and we're going to see what number would go into 4 and what also goes into 6. Okay, so that's where our greatest common factor comes into play. I pull the 2 out in front, and then I go bracket, and it's like I'm dividing each term by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, and I'm left with the x because I didn't do anything with that. And then I go 6 divided by 2 plus 3. Okay, but when we divide by the 2, I can't get rid of it. I have to pull it out in front.
Wait, how do you know you need to divide by 2?
I'm looking for what they have in common to make it like almost reduce it. So what if
like simplify it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's jump over to C just because it's very similar. So I'm looking for what would go into 10 and also goes into 8. 2 again, so that 2 comes out in front. 10a divided by 2 is 5a. And then I always, when I read it, I take the sign. So I would go -8 divided by 2, which is, and then I just write that sign, -4. Okay, you can just bring down the minus. It only gets a little bit tricky when you're starting to have to divide by a negative and then you have a double sign. That's why I always just take the sign as I read it. Next one. We're going to see what do 3 and 6 have in common. 3. Okay, and then I have to deal with the letters now. So I have b squared, which is technically saying b times b. And then I have, kind of looks like an angry face or something. And then I have 1b. Okay, how many b's do they have in common?
Are you saying like 3 of them, maybe?
No, we're looking at 2 separate terms. So this has 2, this has 1. They have 1 in common. Okay, so I can only pull out 1. Okay, so you're taking the least amount of letters you can take out that exist in both. Then I'm technically going 3 divided by 3, which is just 1. And then if I have b squared over top of b, how many am I left with? I wrote this. What's going to cancel out? 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. So I'm left with just b. And you can write it underneath. Sometimes that helps, because then I'm just reading it top to bottom. 6 divided by 3 is 2. B divided by b cancels out, so that's just 1. Okay, it's not 0. Do not put 0. Okay, anything over top of itself is 1. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. X divided by x is 1. Next one, what would 6 and 4 have in common? 2. And then how many m's can I pull out? Somebody say 1? I heard 3, I think. Not 3 because they're 2 separate terms.
Are you
Okay.
talking about like how you run to the top on?
Oh, like you wanted me to do this? You're lying.
No, essentially.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then I do my division. Negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. 2 m's on top. I'm left with just m. 4 divided by 2. Positive 4 divided by 2 is 2. M over n cancels out. Okay, so this is pulling out the greatest common factor. This is your number 1 step when factoring trinomials. So we'll get, and I think it's in your booklet, there's like a factoring flowchart, and it says, is there a greatest common factor? That's every time we ask ourselves. So can I pull anything out in front before I start factoring to make my life easier? Next one, now we're going to deal with trinomials. So we have to look at all 3 terms and see what they have in common, but it's the same process, okay? So I'm looking at 20, 15, and 10. 5 goes into all 3 of them. Then I have 3 x's, 2 x's, 1 x. What's the least amount of x's I can pull out? 1. So I'm dividing every single term by 5x. Negative 20 divided by 5. Negative 4. And then I have 3 x's, and I'm getting rid of 1. So how many am I left with? 2. X squared. Okay, so some will do this. Write the 2. And not showing it's canceling out. So then you can turn that off, see? Okay, next term. 15 divided by 5.
3.
Okay, so plus 3. And then I have 2 x's on top, 1 on the bottom. I'm left with 1. Negative 10 divided by 5. Minus 2. X's cancel out. Okay, and it should go in descending order. What do I need when I say that? So last year we spent some time writing things in standard form. Right here, what do I mean? Okay, so you're saying 4, 3, and then the 2. Almost, but it's not to do with the number, it's to do with the exponent. Okay, so yes, it has to go down in order, but it's not that number. So x squared is the highest exponent. Okay, so that's why we write the x squared first, then the x, and then the no x. Alright, next one. Want to try this one by yourself? It looks a little bit like a doozy, but try by yourself. Yeah.
That looks hard.
I'll slowly work through it, see if you can figure it out. So again, look at 12, 15, and 18. What number goes into all 3 of those?
do you divide the like A by 3 or has?
You're just gonna go numbers divided by numbers. A's divided by A's, B's divided by B's, and C's divided by C's. So I haven't finished that. So
Yeah.
how many B's can you pull out?
How do you determine how many you pull out?
So you have 4 B's, then you have 2 B's, and you have 3 B's. What would they all have in common?
Oh, I didn't even look at that. They all.
Yeah, so then you pull out B squared. And then you look at the C's.
Oh, I see.
You do. See?
Yeah.
So would like 5, like would that still be in common too or not? 'Cause, like it's like it doesn't have to be like
For
the
C?
whole lot? Yeah, for C.
Um,
Like would C be common by 2?
yeah. You cross out 2 of them.
Alright.
But you just can't take 5 because C squared doesn't have 5 that you could cross out. See, that's why you have to take the least amount.
Let's see. You divide all the numbers by 3, right?
Yes.
And like what would you call this type of stuff that we're doing right now?
Factoring.
Factor?
So like common factors of polynomials. So up until this point, you've been doing common factors with just numbers. So like that's the GCF stuff we've been doing. Now we're adding in polynomials.
And like what does this like mean? Like
They're
what's
equations.
behind it? Like
They make quadratic. So like this won't make a quadratic, but the x squared, like the one before,
yeah.
it makes lines like with that one is a cubic equation. So it makes like a graph like that. No wait, a cubic is this. So it's just like basically dealing with lines and then ways to simplify them so then you can graph it by hand.
Do I take away 1A? Like if it is 1A from the 3, is that how many I take away from?
Yeah.
So
So you'd be left with 2 in the first one.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Because you have 4 B's here, you have 2 here, and you have 3 here. So they have 2 in common in each of them. And I think that would maybe be on my wordings. I think I said take the least amount. But when I meant least amount, I meant like least exponent amount. Not just like 1 every time.
Would the second thing be, it would just be negative 5A?
Yes.
Okay.
Why is
Not A. Negative, just negative 5.
No, I was like, not the letter A. Like,
Why
I
is
was
Oh,
like,
like A, like you
Yeah,
Canadian over there?
What?
That's awesome.
because why is A squared inside the bracket?
I have 3 of them,
Yeah.
and I'm taking away 1 of them.
Okay.
So I'm left with 2.
And like putting it out in front, like that means you're taking it away. Like,
Yeah, I'm dividing by it. Like I'm pulling it out.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I would have trouble with like these type of questions and stuff.
No, that's fine.
They're just it's weird.
It's newer, and it's algebra, so sometimes people see letters, and they're like, ah.
Yeah, you can wash it.
Yeah. Hopefully this is what you got. Let me see. A. Oh yeah, I am. Thank you. Talking is that's what I get to. Then you have a handout assignment. And I think there's also a page number maybe on there.
Yeah, there is.
Okay, I would do the handout assignment first, and if you need extra practice, I would go to page 155. I will grab the answer key, and I don't think it's on the back. And then you can take a picture of it. Wherever that goes. Okay, so I think it's starts on the bottom. It's 2.1. Starts on the bottom and then goes to the next page. I'm gonna take a picture. Did I hit the record button?